Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a real force if he can add consistency to all of that talent.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Tries to play it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Marquinhos. Estevao. Bruno Guimaraes. He's found a way through.
Such good technique.
He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And the finish! Goal, Brazil! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Chouameni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And it's Camavinga. Danilo cuts it out. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he cuts out the supply. Esteval. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. Flashes an impressive jump. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Esteval is someone with real dynamite in his boots. That's a little off target. Played into space. Now it's Barcola. No, that's been intercepted. And he's managed to get free. Bruno Guimaraes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And reclaimed it in a trice. Esteval. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No way through there. Esteval. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Endrick! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And it's Guimaraes. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Ekitike receives it in a wide position, and he whips it in.
Ekitike clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
He's having a pop! Great vision. Gabriel calmly anticipates.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's the shot! Searching pass he's played there. And here's Endrick. Oh, he's having a go! No, just not quite.
Endrick has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, this looks sharp. Can he get on the end of this?
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Dembele, chance! And he's found the net! France are back on level terms.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
France restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Esteval. Barcola. And the counter is on. Neatly clipped into space. Danilo. Chouameni. Pass somewhat off target. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Endrick. Endrick! That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
France are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substituição.
France get the second half going. Camavinga knocks it into space. Danilo gets across to intercept that. Ball's gone out of play. Stood up well to him there. France do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Zaire Emery. Now Mbappe. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Neymar. Serginho. That's good running with the ball. He's picked his way through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Neymar not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength.
He's having a shot! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you.
It's Neymar! Mbappe. And here's Endrick. Endrick! Oh, he's hit the bar! And it's made its way to him. France perhaps contemplating their next change here. Threads one in. That's good vision. Serginho. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Serginho getting forward. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. It's a good foot in there.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
They're taking a moment to consider their options.
Camisa 11. Neymar.
It's out for a goal kick.
Campo para a entrada de camisa 21. Camisa 15.
Just no time to dwell on the ball. And he shoots! Well taken goal. Right back in the game. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Tries to pass it through. He's going for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Dembele. That's a nicely shaped ball. Takes a shot! Goal!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Gol marcado para a França. Aos 39 minutos do segundo tempo, pelo jogador, camisa 11.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, when it comes to youth and potential, Peter, it's hard to look past Pedri, who is probably going to have a very busy game here. I think he's got everything that you need to play in a midfield role, and he's so cute and clever with any aspect of the game in that department, which is usually the busiest part of any field. He will always find a way of standing out because of his beautiful, beautiful passing.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Good effort from distance. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Hazard. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's made its way to him. That is ended up in no man's land. That's rather hopeful. Solot has it in a wide position. Mbappe tries one from range. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, it wasn't the worst decision, really. He certainly had enough belief to take it on.
But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Rafael Varane couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Hazard. Solot. And here's Lewandowski. And that's been drilled in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Quality ball. Now it's Yamal. Solid! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Carvajal carries the ball down the right, and it's Lopez. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Looking for options for movement. Vinicius Junior. That's really nicely played. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. That's a good ball out wide.
Madrid really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Eder Militao. Rafael Varane. Fermin will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's in plenty of space here, and he's managed to get free. It's Hazard! That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And that's a throw-in. Eder Militao. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. That's destined for the flank. And this is Hazard. Hazard was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now he's got space here. Varane gets across to intercept that. Camavinga.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Carvajal. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Might want to be careful there.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 10 será sustituido.
They're on the move again.
El dorsal 9.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
And here's Lopez. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
That has not gone well. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
There's good running with the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's quick to return it. pass is intercepted. Carvajal. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Carvajal, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Camavinga. Oh, they continue each to cancel the other out. He is through here! Fermin has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Endrick is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here?
El dorsal 11. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19.
Endrick receives it in a... And a chance!
El dorsal 20.
Off the post! Great pressure, plenty of it. And reclaimed it in a trice. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, good spread. And it's Carvajal. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Camavinga scooting forward. Varane kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Distributed tidily.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That's a sharp pass. Yamal. Great vision. And here's Rashford. And they're quick to get it back. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pass somewhat off target. Ferran Torres finds himself offside. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Carvajal does really well to win the ball there. There will be a throw-in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. And it's Xavi. Pinches it off him. Fermin. Yamal.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Real chance! He lifts the roof! Mass euphoria! Ecstasy! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game. Fermin.
Madrid can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Chouameni. And here's Endrick. Can he get on the end of this?
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Succumbs to the pressure. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. And the number on the board is 3. Eder Militao. And he's had it nicked away. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. The end of the game.
Yo, chat, is it me or eFootball? I don't know how to explain how it is playing. It's like it's playing in slow motion. That's what I don't get about this eFootball update. I don't know. I don't know if I am the one who is tripping or what. I don't know. Whoever is in the chat who plays the new update in eFootball, how does it feel? It plays good, I'm not going to lie, but something about it just feels off to me. I don't know. It just feels like I'm playing in slow motion compared to me playing overall.
Heady ambitions here, ahead of a game of massive consequence. The objectives are clear. To miss out on them would be unthinkable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
This looks promising. Yep, it's a corner. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Mbappe with... Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. So, third corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold with the short one.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's ambitious. That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Nicely shaped ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's been cut out, well played. Lewandowski. Ambitious ball here. That is a brilliant interception. He's looking wide. Tries to play it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Barcelona are applying all the early pressure.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough and he knows it.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Camavinga. Now it's Hazard. Neatly clipped and solid! It's off target and by quite a way.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Bellingham, can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Delivery from Mbappe. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Madrid have got... And the shot! Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through.
Oh, great feat, that.
Closing in on goal. Shapes to shoot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Played out to the left flank. That's gone for a throw-in.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Eder Militao cuts it out. And here's Sorloth.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Chouameni charging forward, the ball at his feet. Floated through. Oh, important interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Barcelona have rung the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. And it's Camavinga.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Well, that has not gone well. Now he's got space here. And he's let fly. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Hazard. Mbappe. He's shifting through the... And the finish! Too close for comfort.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Camavinga. Hazard. And it's half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 22. El dorsal 13. Será
So let's get the ball rolling.
El dorsal 14.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Goulet has been caught there. It's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Alexander-Arnold is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Eder Militao. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Chouameni going forward.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Hazard. That's an imaginative pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. They get a throw in. And that's definitely not his best. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Plenty to aim at here. There's the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Madrid are looking to... Struck first time! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Camavinga certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Aims beyond the defence. That's a cute ball. Hazard. Camavinga deals with that comfortably. Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. That's a little off target. Looking to play him in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Oh, that was vital. Tchouaméni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. That's beautifully weighted. Good ball, good take. He is through here. He's had a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Looking for the run. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Mbappe. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So a
20.
chance here, what can they make of it?
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks
Serán
straightforward.
sustituidos por el dorsal 4, el dorsal 23.
And it's Pedri. Tries from a long way out. That's really well cleared. Lovely, now takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And they can counter here. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can they find an extra gear here? It's a pretty loose pass.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Probing pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Eder Militao gets it clear. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time, so we are still gridlocked.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So no winner at full time. We will be going the distance.
A continuación, se podrán ver en el marcador estadísticas detalladas sobre la primera parte. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 7 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 8. Cambio de jugadores.
Into extra time we go. Rashford. Played into space. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Rashford. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. And he was quick to react. Oyarzabal wins the duel this time. Nice looking ball. No luck with that dink over the top. That's put pay to the danger. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Looking for a runner. That's a lovely, neat pass. Camavinga scooting forward. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision. And it's Valverde. And he was alert to it. Goulet. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. So the breakthrough has come. Will it prove enough to get over the line? 15 minutes still remain.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Oh, that's a key interception. Didn't quite work for him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. That ball looks a good one. It's a promising position. And he's there to retrieve it. Now this could be a chance for a shot! And that really should have been that.
Rashford really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
A good play on the left-hand side here. He's got away. Rashford. Rashford crosses. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Threads one in. That is ended up in no man's land.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Throw in. Mikel Oyarzabal. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed...
Arsenal going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Whoa, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
So straight into the action. Two tribes. He'll try from distance! Perilously close. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Caicedo really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around, and he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that, but what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans, and he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe, he's picked his way through. This looks promising. Now the ball is. Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Rice. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Front-footed pressing going on here. Rice. Hato spots it and intercepts. Cucurella. So we're still where we started right now. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, that's neat. Goes for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Fofana. And it's Gusto. Now it's Palmer. He's got away.
Oh, really well played.
Tries to play it through. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
Fofana. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. And Fernandes. Palmer wants to run onto this. Mbappe. That's a good run down the left. Well timed, excellent interception. Fernandes. Lavia. Caicedo. Joao Pedro. Ambitious ball here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Fernandes. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. He is through here. Skim shoots! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Hato does really well to win the ball there. That has been slung wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Fernandez! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. He'll try to keep this alive. Nicely worked. Valeni is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rice! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Corner number 2 then. Rice goes short. It's a loose ball. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There will be one
And here's
minute at a
Mbappe.
time.
Goes for a shot! Pedro Neto. And that is the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. The midway point of the game.
Arsenal certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. The second half is up and running. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Engages and forces him off the ball. Has a look up and drives it forward. Fofana cuts out the pass. Cucurella. Rice. Now, can they get him away? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lavia. And it's Hato. For Pedro Neto. Tries to pass it through. Pedro Neto. Rice wins the duel this time. And he thumps it clear. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandez. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. A probing pass. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Caicedo. That's going wide left. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Good ball over the top. And it's hoisted clear. Lavia. More and more pressure on the ball here. Pedro Neto. Chelnini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now there's a probing ball. Well read, nice interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
It's a goal kick. Cucurella. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the gears here. And the pass is intercepted. Mbappe. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Palmer. And it's Fernandez. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution. Substitution for Arsenal. Number 8, Esquimas. Number 9, Castolo.
Arsenal
Number 15,
still have the cards to affect this game.
Iwasaki. Number 10,
Opts for safety.
Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Pato
Number 17,
for
Mako.
Pedro Neto.
Number 11,
75 minutes played.
Number 5, Yoga. Number
That has
21,
been cut short.
Jonas.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Chelsea clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Great vision. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Well, they've got it again. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. João Pedro receives it in a good position here. Hoylands.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Looking for options for movement. Gusto gets into a good position. Gusto proves just a little bit too strong. Now, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Oh, delightful ball.
Has been indicated.
He's having a shot! Santos. Rice gets a foot in here. Oh, good ball! Shot, surely! Incredible! Just incredible! Has he won it? He just might have won it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal have done it, happy in the knowledge that they've taken maximum points. Welcome to one of English football's red-letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course... There's the shot! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Ahmad. Oh, no question, that's a foul. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, the young Lenny Yoro will be key here, Peter, because he's going to be the one who triggers the team's attacking plays. Once he wins the ball, he's very good at spraying it long range and mid-range, left and right, looking for people obviously on the run. So he's no slouch when it comes to defending either, and I think his recovery pace is actually quite tasty too.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Probing pass. Oh, that's clever. Cleared without hesitation. And he's forced to go back. Bruno Fernandes. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Maguire. Yoro. And it's Casemiro. Tries to put, goes for the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Casemiro. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Here's Matheus Cunha. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Bruno Fernandes. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's shifting through the gears here. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great chance! Oh, and it's come back out to him. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Matheus Cunha, looking to play him in. No, it's come to nothing. And it's Shaw. That's the throw. Struma going vertical.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Matheus Cunha. Time and again they are repelled. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Bruno Fernandes.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ahmad. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Arsenal just about ahead, 1-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Matheus Cunha. And it's Menu. Shaw. And they win it back again. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now. Matheus Cunha! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Shaw is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Yoro. Bruno Fernandes. Great defending, strong and determined. Searching pass he's played there. Well read, and the danger is averted. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Referee's given a throw. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, good-looking ball.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Diogo Dalot. 60 minutes played. Nicely spread. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Menu. Here's Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And Burmo distributed tidily. Spread out to the left. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
Pretty robust defending.
Throw in.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 23, Shaw. Coming on the field
That is good strength.
number 13.
Defending in numbers sharp and uncompromising.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Chips it through. Euro. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's Bruno Fernandes. 75 minutes played. Just eases him off the ball. Chalnini. Rice. Edingson. Back to the keeper it goes. Arsenal preparing now to welcome the final whistle. Not the most accurate pass. Maguire. Now Dorgu.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Yoro promptly onto that, and that is that. Nicely shaped ball.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
That's a cute ball.
Added time.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time, and that has left him in a heap. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal have done their thing. They were driven by a desire to maximise every game, and they have won. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well-timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Grimaldo, a shoo-in for one of the players of the week. His recent performances have been exceptional.
Look, consider...
McAllister! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Arsenal take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. There's the header! And he has kicked it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Van Dijk. And it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. And he shoots! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Portugal restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Oh, great leap! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
Well, talk about confidence. The way he took it on was certainly impressive.
Cristiano Ronaldo tries to pass it through, and this is Hazard. Great challenge, time to perfection, quality ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Great ball if he can get there. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Portugal have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Totti. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Fiore.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That has been cut short. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now he can run away with it. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Raul, always looking for that half a chance. Dink through. And it's McAllister. Rijkaard. Neymar. And it's McAllister. Kukçu. Very nicely done. And this is Raul. Raul!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely weighted ball. Neymar. He's picked his way through. Fiore. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Park Ji-sung, who's set up one goal so far. He's had it taken off him. Kukçu goes sliding in. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Azar. Roberto Carlos. Van Dijk. Nicely spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
McAllister.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Raul. Shot, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a sharp pass. That has ended up in no man's land. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Vamos dar uma substituição.
So we're into the second 45. He's on it, can he get away? Park Ji-sung. Fiore. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Kukçu. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries one from range. No, just not quite.
I'm a little surprised that he actually couldn't make that count. He's so good from that range. Often, he'll find a net.
Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kukçu. And the counter is on. Kukçu. Good purposeful running this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. Pinches it off him. Juve. Could move up a gear here. And here's Kukçu. Tries from a long way out. Park Ji-sung. This is a promising build-up. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Great vision. Hakimi with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Wriggles his way through. He is through here! Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Van Dijk. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
In with the challenge. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now Mbappe. That's a look and plays it forward. Neymar.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Kukçu. And they can counter here. Neatly clipped into space. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Neymar. Into the last quarter of an hour. And now the breakaway. Mbappe. Arsenal desperately searching for the winner here. Good shoots! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Azar, número 15. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 22, número 20.
Castolo. Great ball and he's in. He's had a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not. Ricky Puig. Neymar. Roberto Carlos. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Park Ji-sung in acres of space out wide.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Totti.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Salah. Kukçu. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Camavinga. Ricky Puig. Opts for safety.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side.